Hey guys, welcome to the localhost lab, and today we'll see the classic threesome problem. And first we'll understand what is the problem statement, what the question is expecting. After that we'll jump into its Java solution. We have been given an array of numbers and it's not sorted. As I can see, we have to return all such triplets whose summation is 0, and all these indexes has to be unique, I, j and k. For example, in this we have -1 0 1 one triplet, because if you add them it will lead to 0 and all three indexes are unique. Another triplet is -1 2 and -1, so if you add them it will lead, the summation is 0 and all three indexes are unique. Moreover, we have -1 at two places, this and this. We can either take this or this, which will lead to the same answer. So the triplet has to be unique. The answer, the list we are returning, so the return type is list of list. So all these lists should be unique entries. That is why the other -1 has not been added here. And also I can see my intuition says, since we are not concerned while returning the answer, we are not concerned with the index. The order of the numbers doesn't matter in this case. So we can sort the arrow, we can sort the array, and we can use pointers. What we can do is, suppose we can sort this array and we'll put pointers, one pointer here, one pointer here, and we can keep one pointer fixed. Okay, suppose one pointer at -1, one pointer at here, and then one pointer from at the end of the array. We'll calculate, this is fixed, and we'll iterate between these two pointers. Key, if this plus this results in 0, and since this I have already sorted this array into ascending order, if I know if my summation is greater than 0, I have to decrease, so I will reduce this pointer. But if the sum is less than 0, I have to increase, I have to add more value to my summation, right, which I will find towards right of the array. So with this intuition, let's solve this problem. We have to so the return type is this. We'll quickly create an object of it. New array list, and let's sort the arrays dot sort nums. Our array has been sorted. Let's use a for loop. Int I equal to 0, I less than we need what we'll do is we'll calculate n is equal to nums dot length, so I should be less than I plus plus. Okay, this looks fine. And what we have to do is, now see, we have to, here I can see there is a syntax error. So what we have to do is, we have to introduce two more pointers. So one pointer which will be just after I plus 1, and another pointer would be the end of the array. Let it be k is equal to n minus 1. Fine. Now there could be scenarios there could be, suppose if we sort this array, what it will become. If we sort this array, what will it become? Let's sort it and we'll see. -1 फिर -1 0, 1, 2, and we also have -4, right? So -4 will come at the front. Okay, now you tell me, we have, suppose for first iteration our I is this. In the next iteration our I becomes this. We are only changing the j and k pointer value. For the whole iteration, when we are trying to find a triplet, we are fixing our I. So if our I, if these two values are similar, we have already done an iteration for this, right? So we can skip it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to simply skip it. If my I is greater than 0 and nums of I barabar nums of I minus 1, we can simply skip it because we have already done the iteration for it. This will lead to duplicate answer, which we don't want. Right? Now we'll simply, it's then it becomes a very basic 2-pointer question. Now we can simply int sum is equal to, we'll just simply calculate nums of I plus nums of nums of j plus nums of k. So we have our summation. Now we'll see if our sum, so there could only be 3 scenarios: either this sum is equal to 0, it's greater than 0, or it's less than 0. So if the sum is equal to 0, this is our answer, right? So we'll simply add it to our we'll add it to this answer dot add. Now this is a list of list, right? So we have to add it like this: arrays dot, as this is how you can do it in Java, nums of, or even better, you can create another list and then you can add however you like, it doesn't matter. Nums of j, nums of k. So this is fine, right? Now we have already done the iteration for j and k, so we can simply increase, right? We can increase j and we can decrease k. Now also there could be scenario where j could be same or k could be same if we increase or decrease them. So do we want to do we want to rework, and because that doesn't make sense, right? We have already taken a value of j and that value is reappearing, so we have already have our answer. We don't want to include that into our solution. So we'll simply either you can do for k or you can do for j, doesn't matter. And if this is equal to j minus 1, so we can simply increase the j. No, we want to skip that iteration. We don't want to include it into our solution. So the next case, what the next case would be, our sum could be less than 0. So in that case we have to increase, we want to move towards the right of the array. Our array is sorted, we want to move towards the right of the array because that's where we'll get a higher number, so that our sum could become, but there's a greater chance for the sum to become 0. In a negative value, we're trying to add something, a bigger number, so that we can reach to 0 or get 0. Else, if the answer. So the third case would be when the sum is greater than 0. So we have to decrease, right? So that will become k minus 1. After all this, we would have our answer. Return answer. Let's see. It worked. I hope this is clear to everyone. It's a very basic problem once you understand what needs to be done. Once you understand what you're dealing with. So this is something which helped us a lot, sorting the array. Because how we decide that sorting won't affect our answer, because we are only concerned with the value and not the indexes. And I hope it's more or less similar to two-pointer approach, and I hope this was a good explanation for you to understand. Thank you for watching, and subscribe for more such videos.